Wait, let's go. Let's go back to the game. Click continue. Where the fuck were I say smashing all the time? Really? I would associate that with old people. Am I old? I don't know how old you are, actually. Anyway, we're in. Now, I am 15 hours into this game. I went to the playtime thing on Xbox, and it said, you are 15 hours in. I looked up how long to beat this game, and it said 13 hours. And so I thought last stream we were finished. And then it said Act 1 finished. Which, honestly, made me feel so ashamed I almost just ended the stream. How fucking slow have we been going? Anyway, it has skipped forward 7 years. I thought the entire thing, I even put like spoiler warnings, I thought the entire thing was about the murder plot. No, we are 7 years ahead. We have just come back to this town. And now everybody hates us and there's like an incoming peasant revolt. So I guess we'll help out with that. Also, we have a boy with us now. Oh, we could be one of those fucking, you know, Sony games. And go just call him Boy every few minutes. That won't get annoying at all. Anyway, how about you? We talk to you when we're friends. Andreas, you're back in Tassing. Is it too loud, by the way? I can turn up or down. Let me know. I've changed my audio settings again, so it's a bit all over the place. It always will be, I think. Yeah, just for a few days. I'm gonna stay a little bit. What is our weird little thing around our neck? Is that a muff? Do we have a muff pinned to us? Is this a muff? Are we gonna warm our hands in it? Or is it some sort of bag? Just for a few days, I wanted to pay my respects. Our feed bag, we eat like a horse. It's full of oats. Oh yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with colour. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talk to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. I can't sneak, he's a fucking bird. Oh, that fucking... Oh, I know what that quote's from. That's from Harry Potter. Oh, that irritated the fuck out of me. Oh, I'm so glad we're finished with those fucking games. Those were so bad. Go on, put your hands in Andreas's muff. If you don't know, a muff is an item of clothing or an accoutrement and an accessory. It's like a fluffy... It's a fluffy tube that you warm your hands in. A muff. It's a real thing. I didn't know that it was until later in life, but that's what it is. I don't know if they're really popular anymore because of the connotations. Didn't you hear? Ferenc isn't the prior anymore. Good. Now this isn't gossip, mind you. It's just the honest truth. Was it named after something? I'm sure... it has to be that the vulva and vagina were nicknamed after the item of clothing, right? And not the other way around. Surely. Yeah, it's like two gloves attached, yes. Hang on. Gonna go to here. Furry muff. Images. Astoundingly, it's all safe for work. There we go. This is a muff. It's one of these. You just put your hands in it, and it warms your hands, and it's all fluffy, and it looks a bit like a tribble. This is why it's taken 15 hours. What came first? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find out. 1 second. Muff. Muff. Etymology. From German, muff. From French, moufla. From medieval Latin, muffala. It means fur-lined glove. So you can see where it crossed over. To cover or wrap something, it comes from the same word as muffle. Dutch moff. Middle French moufle. Moufle, maybe, I don't know. Diving into muff. The most remarkable... Okay, it's talking about cunnilingus, obviously, from that title. I dove into muff. Turns out that muff diving is an older word than people think. It appears in the 1920s or 30s in the OED. Muff is it? Notes muff as early... The OED notes muff as early as 1568 and records its usage as a slang term for female pubic hair. Really? Oh, in 1699. So it was only... It was pretty close together, it seems. Yeah, it seems like pretty similar. Like, it seemed like they invented the muff to warm your hands, and then pretty soon people went, that we'll call the other thing that as well. So there we go, everybody. Oh, also earmuffs. I forgot earmuffs were a thing. You don't really see earmuffs really anymore either. Diving into muff, okay, it's talking about cunnilingus. Anyway, let's close that and go back. I'm an educational stream. In fact, do I have a tag free? Do I have a tag free on my my tag list? Educational. Add tag. Yep, it's on there now. Cool. After the abbot found out... Oh, I need to go to the game, sorry. After the abbot found out about Ferenc's black arts, he removed the poor man from the position. I have 2 pairs of earmuffs. Bill Nye, but with more cum. I learned the other day that blowjob is just a shortened version of bellow job, but it's hard to differentiate those words in English. That makes sense, because you don't blow. I've always found that one really confusing. Like, really confusing. That makes more sense, although you don't shout at it either. Like, bellowing. I'm assuming you mean, like, the bellows, like, whoosh, whoosh. But, or, like, shouting. You don't scream at it. But you don't blow either. Oh, below job, not with 2 L's. Oh, that sounds way... Yeah, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah. Sorry. Just screaming into it like a microphone. I guess. I know somebody's gonna be into it. Yeah, like like below, like underneath makes way more sense. Although it depends on what position you use. Like, it could be above you, it could be below you, it could be anywhere really. Scream onto the cock. I fucking hate that term, gob. We call that a gobble. Oh, that is pretty bad. Pretty bad. My autocorrect just wouldn't let me type below. It knew what was coming. That's where gobbles came from, or gobbies came from in Australia. Oh. You could be doing a handstand. Exactly. You could be upside down. You could be being held upside down by somebody. Like, it seems, I don't know, it's not as descriptive as you'd like, I guess. But it's more descriptive than the other term. After the abbot found out about Ferenc's black arts, he removed the poor man from the position. It's awful, teens always said it. I don't know if I know any. Look, I didn't really have any friends growing up when I was a teenager. I didn't really have anybody who told me these slang words. So I don't know if we have any, but I can't think of any. That like Irish slang words for that, for oral sex. Like, I can think of ones for, like, general, like, kissing, but not kissing specific parts of the body, basically. Anyway, after the abbot found out about Ferenc's black arts, he removed the poor man from the position. Blowy, that's definitely an Englishism, right? Or Britishism, probably. Could be the She-Hulk and holding you up by your ankles. A shine, which I hate, that is horrific. That is pretty horrific. Nosh. Oh, why are they all so bad? Why are sexual terms, like slang terms, all so bad? They're all terrible. Like, they're all gross. There's not a nice one, really. Like, there isn't a nice one for... They're all either sound clinical or gross. There's no, like, nice ones. Snogging still sounds weird to me, sounding more like making out. In Ireland, the Irish equivalent of snogging is shifting. Like, oh, you see your man, he's shifting your one up against the wall. That's very common to hear. Shifting, or eating the face off of. is huge here. The amount of times I would pass by people and somebody beside me would go, Jesus, would you look at your one? She's getting her face ate off. That's not nice. That's not a nice way of putting it. See your man over there? He's eating the face off your man. Nipping is a term used here. Oh, God. Got me lifted, shifted, higher than the ceiling. Ooh-wee, it's the ultimate feeling. I don't even know that. Necking? I've never heard necking. I've heard snogging from British things. Like TV shows and stuff. I saw them down at the park necking. I've never heard that one. Let's make a new honey word for a knot. Oh. Nipping, I haven't heard that one since high school in Glasgow. Do you call it high school in Scotland? Because we always say secondary school. I don't know what they're called in other parts of the world. I think high school is pretty generic. Getting off, we say in the Midlands. See, getting off, I would say, is further. Like, isn't getting off, like, full on? Like, that's full on sexual congress. Rather than just shifting. Comprehensive school here, okay. Oh, it's all really bad. There's no good ones. No snogging, really? My friend said in Queensland they've heard the no pants mattress dance. That is fucking awful. See, that's the thing. They either have to be really names for genitals or sexual acts. They either fall into the overly clinical thing, like you wouldn't want to say them to your partner, or fucking fake funny, like intentionally shit, or disgusting. There's no real in-between bit. There's no good ones. Like, they're all bad. There's no good one a bone. Oh, that's bad. Rooting from Australia's horrid. Rooting is... I will always associate it with that terrible dance song. I want something I can root to. Making love is alright. That's fine. That's fine, but it conjures up images of, like, doing it in front of an open fire on a carpet or something. Yeah, I don't really like it either. Let's bring back the Shakespearean one, the beast with two backs. Well, again, that doesn't really describe a lot of positions either. That's just very straight up missionary, right? Because if it has two backs, flicking the bean is my all-time hatred. There's no good ones for masturbation with a vagina. There just isn't. There just isn't any. They're all bad. They're all bad. Personally, I prefer lying down on top of a lady. Shagging can't go wrong. Oh, that's so old-fashioned to me. So old-fashioned. Oh, shagging sounds so British and cringe. Yeah, I mean, I think the rest of the world kind of associates it with Austin Powers. Yeah, it reminds me of Austin Powers. Banging. Oh, none of them are good. I don't know. Most folks say pumping and shagging up here. That is honestly grim. Oh, that's so grim. I didn't date as a teenager. Well, technically. But like I met Emma when I was 18, 19. So technically a teenager. But when I was a teen, I never dated. So I never really heard many of these things, to be totally honest. I was very alone. Shagging's very, very old-fashioned. You know, we're all bots here, right? Oh, but you know how we all are here. My God, 40 minutes talking about sex while in a churchy game. There just isn't any good ones. Anyway, I'll move on. I'll think on it, maybe off camera. Filled is bad. I've never heard that one, but it's pretty bad. The quintessential Dreya stream. That kind of conjures to mind like a breeding fetish. There's always hide the sausage. See, that falls into the intentionally shit ones, right? Rooting from Australia is horrid. Is this the fucking... Yes! This is the fucking Keitha thing from Flight of the Conchords. That's also what I think of. The fucking... Was she subtly mocking your accent? Anyway, whatever. Let's go. I don't like... This is the one... Anything that conjures to mind a sausage. I don't like being reminded of food. When I'm in any way involved in anything like that. I don't like thinking about food. Holding hands and feeling joy and excitement with my life partner. while enjoying the pleasures that our Lord and Saviour Christ has given us. That's rooted, as in that's cooked, that's fucked up. Oh, I've seen the jokes that are like your parents had a breeding kink, like, oh no. Oh. I saw a tweet that really boiled my brain in a bad way, because now I can't think of anything but it. Whenever I see on social media something like, oh, we're trying for a baby, I always go back to that tweet that was like, all I can hear is, we've stopped using protection and I'm doing big cums in her pussy. And it makes me shiver. It makes me shiver. Oh, it's bad. I really don't like it. Matthew's a prior now. Our gay friend. Our small gay friend. Good. He's probably going to be better, to be honest. Oh, great. I didn't need to know you're not raw dog. So maybe it's a change for the best. We like Matthew.
Who's to say we don't have to live by the rule?
What was the rule? Oh yeah, that's just for monks. Cool.
Then again, we all have to live under Father Gurnuts, which is probably worse.
Are you in with the peasants? Because we're in with the peasants, I think. Such puritanical energy, Drata. I am child-free. I'm not anti-natalist, but I border on it, I think. I don't like children. I don't like being reminded that they exist or how you make them. I just don't like it. And just looks disappointed at our 40 minutes exercise. Oh, he looks tired. He looks so tired. Being a blacksmith must fuck your joints, right? All that hammering. He must be fucked. He's probably like 28 and he looks like that. That's why Emma tell the goblin not to just stand there talking is such a benefit. I do notice I do that less when Emma's on, because she will physically hit me out of doing it. All that pounding away. Oh, pounding's bad as well. Oh, they're all... No, that sounded strange. I don't think the are you in with the peasants?
Well, of course. Gurnet's been running them into the ground.
Probably changes the shape of your bones. Oh, it might. Because don't they, if you dig up like a medieval archer, they have like fucking weird, yes, like longbows, there we go. They've got fucking weird skeletal structures on their right side. Because they have to pull back those fucking longbows. And it just fucks up their skeleton massively and turns them into like bow mutants. Anyway.
On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore.
Well, good for the fish, I suppose. How far are you going to take it? And impel, the water's disgusting and sticky. I don't like swimming in pools in general. Whenever I get into a swimming pool, I can't get it out of my head that it is full of other people and they are all fucking shedding various fluids and hairs and oils from themselves, and I am in a sort of thin broth of humanity. I don't like it at all. And I got told this, and I've said this on stream before, so I apologise, but I'll make it quick. I was told by a biology teacher when I was a kid, and I don't know if this is true, it can't be true, that, you know, when you go into a swimming pool and you get that really strong smell of chlorine, she told me and the class that is because of how badly it's reacting to all of the things it's meant to be killing in the pool. That chlorine is scentless, and it's only when it's combined with organic matter that it makes that chlorine-y smell that you associate with swimming pools. And so the stronger you have that smell in a swimming pool, probably the more it's having to dissolve. And it freaked me out so bad as a 12-year-old that I just never bother going in swimming pools anymore, really. I got told that it's reacting to the piss, yes. It sounds like nonsense. I think they have that smell because they have to make it have that smell. It's probably like natural gas in ovens. Sorry, I went Irish. In ovens, where they add in a scent. But again, she put that in my head, so I don't know if it's true or not. In Melbourne, people love going to public pools because the nice beaches are far from the city, but I wonder if that's changed in the last few years. I don't know. I don't really know where Melbourne is, if I'm honest. I thought everyone in Australia lived right on the beach, if I were to be honest. Obviously, there's probably bits that are a little bit further, but I thought everything was right on the coast. I think it's just some pools aren't necessarily good at regulating the amount. Probably. It's probably just that. But also, pools are fucking expensive here. Like, I remember, if I wanted to go to a pool in my town, I'd have to sign up to the gym. And I'm not going to do that. Look at me. But I like swimming in the sea. I really like swimming in the sea. The problem is I fucking hate beaches, and it is warm enough to swim here precisely 2 months of the year. Dreya would live in Ayers Rock for sure. I think is Ayers Rock the really old-fashioned name for Uluru? I think it has not been called Ayers Rock since like the 1970s, maybe. I think. If you think about it, you're always going to be cleaner in the broth than you were going in. Probably. It's a bit like a bath. I don't like baths. I haven't taken a bath since I was about 14. Yes, it's the colonial name, okay. I have not taken a bath since I was about 14, because when I was 14, I took a bath and just immediately... Well, no, after about 2 minutes, I looked down and went, this is awful. I feel like I'm stewing in myself. I feel like I'm just making me-flavoured hot water. And just got out and just had a shower instead. I hated it. Snowdon in Wales is the old colonial name? I did not know that. Brits named it. That's the colonial name. Okay, I know it as Uluru. Do you know how I know that Uluru exists? Uluru was the name of an Australian-themed carvery restaurant in a nearby town to where I grew up, that I would go to every so often with my parents. And so I looked at a map and it had the little like symbol of Uluru on it and said, this is Uluru. And I went, I know what that is now. That is the only reason I know that exists. It's a big sacred object, but people keep walking all over it. Civilization 5. Play the game. Okay, I'll play the game. How far are you going to take this revolt?
Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto, and the peasants do too.
Otto seems cool. He's a good person. I think he helped me dig up a body like 7 years ago. I'm sure he's a good person.
The old town knows it. Even Leonard, though he wouldn't admit it.
Remind me who Leonard is. Oh, handsome boy. The guy who looks a little bit like that guy from Lost. What was the guy's name from Lost? Sawyer? I watched one series of Lost.
Say, Andreas, how's the married life been treating you?
We didn't want to get married. It's Howl. Oh, from Howl's Moving Castle. I was not a big fan of Howl's Moving Castle. I thought it was okay. I thought Howl's Moving Castle was fine. But, not my favourite Ghibli. I think I don't know. I don't really rate Ghibli that highly. I like 3 or 4 of their movies. But I haven't seen all of them. I've heard Porco Rosso is really good, and I've heard Grave of the Fireflies are really good. So I need to watch those too. But some of the ones That's my girl got me weak. Fuck off, Josso. Spirited Away is legitimately one of the best movies ever made. I love it. Ponyo's pretty good. Are there any else I really like? Howl's is okay. Ponyo is shite? I really liked Ponyo. Howl's Moving Castle is bad. I wouldn't say bad, just kind of underwhelming. 1 second. Studio Ghibli. What have I seen? Studio Ghibli movies. Spirited Away. Amazing. My Neighbor Totoro. Amazing. Howl's Moving Castle. Princess Mononoke. Kiki's Delivery Service. Arrietty. Oh. This is my tier list, by the way, is my noises. Right? Have I seen any of the others? Whatever, I'm going away from this. Howl's Moving Castle is one of the best. Kiki's is so good. No. 2 lines of game speak, then on to another tangent. Arrietty, I got sleepy. Arrietty, I don't know. I wasn't expecting anything because Arrietty is based on The Borrowers, right? Which Emma likes. And we watched the British-American Borrowers movie. Jim Broadbent might be in it. And it was so bad that it made me lose faith in humanity. It was that bad. And then straight after it, we watched Arrietty. And Arrietty, by comparison, was like having fucking a religious experience. It was incredible. Oh my god, it was amazing. But the first, it was just by comparison, it was incredible. I don't know which is more annoying, the arrogance or how much I let it annoy me. I'm thinking, The Borrowers. I think John Goodman might have been in it. The Borrowers. 1997. This is it. Who's in this? John Goodman, Jim Broadbent. I was fucking right. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen. Can I get a trailer of? Yes.
In every city, in every house, unseen, unsuspected, they borrow our possessions. They watch our every move. Now,
I was forced
it's time
to watch
see
this, I
the
would say.
world through the eyes of the borrowers.
Amazing. Tiny little people.
But one man
Ta-da! 24 luxury apartments in the place of one house.
is out to destroy their home.
I want this house!
As a kid, I thought this was magical. Emma said, I hope she's okay with me saying this. Emma said that when she saw this as a kid, she was 5 when this came out. When Emma saw this in the cinema, she said she stood up on the seat and said, "This is magical," word for word. So, you might be the same person.
Flattened, and I want it flattened today!
And he's about to discover
Those little rats stole something very important from me. And nobody steals from Osha's people.
You are the same age,
that
yes.
Any last words?
isn't always better. From the author of Bed Knobs and Broomsticks comes an adventure for people of all sizes.
I'm gonna borrow you.
Hold on to your hat.
Small
End of the line, Berman!
is awesome.
Oh, that's cringe.
John Goodman,
I hate you little people.
Oh, that's a shame, because we love you.
The Borrowers.
You know who they remind me of? The Harefoots in that terrible new Lord of the Rings show. They're very Harefoots. Very Harefoots. Anyway, let's go back to the game, shall we? Groundbreaking CG. Didn't he get his mustache ripped off? I'm sure he did. I blocked some of it out, to be honest. It was not magical. Maybe it's because I was, 26 while watching it instead of 6. See, I remember the TV series with Ian Holm of The Borrowers. Was that the 2011 one? I saw that when I was looking it up just then. Ian Holm, isn't Ian Holm Bilbo? Isn't he dead now? That definitely was magical. I have never seen anything else of The Borrowers except Arrietty. And yeah, we watched that and then watched Arrietty directly afterwards, and it was amazing compared to it. Has there ever been a greater run of films with John Goodman in the 90s? I mean, that's pretty bad. Raising Arizona's really good. That was the 90s. The Big Lebowski's incredible. That's the 90s, I should say. What else was he in the 90s? Flintstones? Oh, no. Flintstones? Oh, God. Second. John Goodman. Because I like John Goodman a lot. I think he's a fantastic actor. He had he had a real bad period. Oh, Raising Arizona was the 80s, by the way. That doesn't even count. Let's go to his where's career? John Goodman on screen and stage. Here we go, film. From in the 90s, he was in King Ralph. Never heard of it. I saw people say that. Barton Fink. Okay, 1 on the list. Barton Fink. Oh, God. The Borrowers. Blues Brothers 2000. He was in Blues Brothers 2000, one of the worst movies ever produced by human beings. In the same year as he was in The Big Lebowski, one of my all-time favorite movies. My God, that's a weird year for you. Wasn't he in Emperor's New Groove? Yes, that's one of the few Disney movies I can stand. I quite liked, I wouldn't say really liked, but I quite liked Emperor's New Groove. It was in 2000, apparently. I thought that was a fun movie. And I hate whatever the little blonde prick is who voices the main character. Who is he? David Spade. I fucking hate David Spade. Oh, I hate it. But everyone else is good. Arachnophobia was class. I don't remember that. Of course you like The Big Lebowski? Oh, The Big Lebowski's incredible. It's so good. It might be... I haven't seen all of the Coen Brothers movies, but it might be the best one. It's so good. Anyway, let's go. It probably shite, but scared the shit out of me as a kid. I think I had it confused with that really trashy movie called Eight-Legged Freaks. What is Arachnophobia? Bro Arts News Fest. How dare you? That is very exciting, that movie. Anyway. Arachnophobia is a 1990 American horror comedy film by Frank Marshall. Why do I know Frank Marshall? I've heard the name Frank Marshall. Frank Marshall has directed... What else? Congo. Oh! Okay, so I won't be watching Arachnophobia. Never mind, everyone. There's an Eartha Kitt song that they never put in because they changed the plot and it's great. Emperor's New Groove. Eartha Kitt's amazing in that movie. Art is too much of a compliment. I've never met anyone apart from film bros that like Big Lebowski. I've had the opposite thing. I've never met anyone who doesn't like Big Lebowski. Like Emma loves Big Lebowski. Both my parents love Big Lebowski. I think my brother likes Big Lebowski. I don't think I've ever met anyone before who doesn't like Big Lebowski. It's one of those universally beloved movies. I haven't watched it in a while. Maybe I wouldn't like it now, but I've really loved it. It's definitely in the film bro list. What is the film bro list? Like, what are some classic film bro movies? Like, movies that are utterly trashy art bro films trash, right? Like, that are insufferable. I'd probably put Fight Club in there. Oh, good. Horrible Bean. Amazing. Fight Club, but they don't get it. Yeah, Fight Club. I had a bad time with Fight Club. Fight Club. Even though I got the fucking satire, I still found it insufferable. Film bro movies. No, that's just a movie called Bros. Cool. Okay, instantly they're putting fucking Iron Man and Star Wars in this, so this list means fucking nothing. Cool. Thanks for that. Amazing. I'm getting a text. Hang on. I've gotten a big old text. What was this? Nothing important for now. Good. You deserve it for your ramblings. Let's spin the wheel of beans. Spin the wheel. The Matrix, even though it's chock full of trends references. Yes, The Matrix is very film bro-y. It's not as good as I remembered. Right? Like, The Matrix is a good movie. I think The Matrix is good. A lot of people watch The Matrix and take the opposite shit away from it with that whole red pill shit. But also, it's a bit silly, The Matrix. And also, I think a big glaring flaw of that movie is Trinity. Because Trinity is one of the worst written female characters I've ever seen in a movie. It's bizarre how bad she is. Watched it after coming out as trans. It was completely different for me. I've heard that yeah, you get it in a different level. Star Wars. I know Star Wars is not film bro-y. Star Wars is. I think I don't know what the definition of film bro is, to be honest. Anyway, let's click to spin. But I wouldn't put Star Wars on it. Star Wars is fucking thin as milk. I haven't watched it since. Maybe I should try that. It's still good. I think it's still good. Oh, fuck. It's dead fish. I think Star Wars is or not Star Wars. I think The Matrix is a good movie. It's fun. It's a fun time. It's a good movie. And I think some of the acting performances are amazing. Not Keanu Reeves, but Lawrence Fishburne is unbelievably good in it. And there is a scene with Hugo Weaving where he has Lawrence Fishburne chained to a chair and is just kind of ranting at him. And I think it is one of the best acting performances that Hugo Weaving or anyone has done. It's amazing. Such a good scene. I hate Star Wars. Me too. I do not like Star Wars. I think Star Wars Episode 4 is fine. It's an okay movie. I think Star Wars Episode 5 is really good, actually. I think that's a good movie. I'd watch it again. I thought it was fun. Star Wars Episode 6 and every other one sucks. I hate them all. Right? Everything other than those first two, fucking hate them. Anyway, I'm gonna get more water and go to the bathroom, by the way, before I take this bean. This is the bean. It is out and ready. Like Jar Jar Binks. Oh, fuck me. Anyway, back in a second, everyone. I'm back. Ooh. It has officially reached the point where it's too warm in my house, so the heating is now off. I wish Matrix 2 wasn't so bad. All the other Matrix movies are bad, right? I have watched 20 minutes of the new one and don't really feel like going back to it. I feel like 3 kind of brings it back. I don't remember 3 at all, actually. I've seen 2 and 3. I've definitely seen them, but I don't remember 3 at all. I remember the very end, and that's about it. It reeked of money grabbing and ruined the original for me. I have heard that it was a bit like The Hobbit with Peter Jackson, where the studio said, we are doing this movie, whether you come back for it or not. We're doing this movie, we own the rights to it. And they kind of pressured her into coming back for it, maybe. I know it was only one of the sisters. Which one was it? Lana? Lily? One of them. They're kind of interchangeable to me. I just think of them as the Wachowski sisters. I liked 3, started to go abstract as fuck. I've fallen asleep every single time I've tried to watch The Matrix and Lord of the Rings. Matrix, I don't know, I kind of get... The Matrix is very dated. The Matrix is aggressively 1999. The Matrix could not and does not really, in my head, exist outside of the year 1999. But The Lord of the Rings, I watch that every year, basically. I love it. Anyway, let's fucking take the bean, shall we? And get back to the game, maybe. Just do it in 20-minute sections like a TV show. I will watch the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings movies every couple of years in 2 days. Like, movie and a half. Game. Here we go. Oh, fuck me. Same. I'm no for... my taste in movies and TV shows is pretty trashed here, I can't lie. I've been dealing with that. Mine is too, to be fair. I like some trashy nonsense. But Emma has been watching Charmed. And she is more embracing of the sort of, let's watch some trash stuff and just kind of have it on in the background than I am. And I have had to leave the room when Charmed is on. I watched like 10 series of Supernatural. And even that looks better compared to Charmed. Anyway, eat the bean. Oh. Oh. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh. Here we go. Dreya dying alone eating a bad feed. Don't worry, it's not poison, it's poisson. That is honestly bordering on a ban. Fuck, that is about variety. I watched both Below Deck, Kardashians, and indie films. I don't know what Below Deck is. Oh, is that fucking terrible Star Wars show? I don't know if it's terrible or not, it just looked bad. Kardashians, I will never watch. And indie films, I watch a lot of indie movies. French for Bits of the Sea. I don't know why people take Buffy seriously but not Charmed. I think, honestly, I would encourage you to go rewatch some Charmed. Because Buffy is bad. Buffy's not a good show. I enjoyed it as a trashy piece of media, but it's not good. And Joss Whedon's involvement kind of poisons it a bit, obviously. But, you know, there's some good stuff in Buffy. It's kind of funny. The Whedon talk gets a bit aggravating, but, like, it's like on another level than fucking Charmed. Stop assuming every once in a while. I just don't understand it. Like, Charmed is so terrible. Like, everything. From the writing to the acting, especially. The writing and the acting and the characters and just everything about it is bad. I can't actually think of a good thing about Charmed. Whereas Buffy is bad but has some bright spots, like Tara and Willow. Who dislikes Tara and Willow? I'm trying to think of some of those bright spots. There's some one-off episodes that are good. Anthony Head. I liked Anthony Head in it. Sarah Michelle Gellar's an okay actor. Everything about Charmed is bad. Does anyone remember Sunset Beach? My God, the acting, yeah. Sarah Michelle Gellar is a good actress, yeah. Some of them are good. Spike is not a good actor, whoever that guy is. Charisma Carpenter, I feel very bad for what's happened to her, but she is a terrible actor. Who else is in it, really? The guy playing Xander is pretty bad. Seth Green's in it, I can't really stand him. Billy Idol wannabe, yes. But I mean, when you compare him to, like, the knockoff Spike in Charmed, I think his name is Cole, who Emma kept saying was very hot every time he was on the stream, by the way. But Cole, he's really bad. He manages to be even worse. Anyway, let's get on with the game. I think these characters have died of starvation. They're peasants. They're always on the verge of that. I can't stand the Kardashians, but watch it as I find it kind of revealing of a type I never mix with. I've never actually seen it. Someone in Twitter posted Yorkshire Kardashians, and I could get into it if it was like that. But yeah, they're American aristocrats. Ugh. Yes. Yes, marriage is a legal requirement for becoming a master craftsman, which sounds insane. Xander and Buffy's boyfriend make it harder to watch than Charmed for me. Xander is awful. Buffy's boyfriends, especially Riley. Riley is horrific. But Charmed, I don't know. It's more benign in Charmed, I guess, where all of the boyfriends and various men on the show look like they went to a giant skip behind a modeling agency, painted generic rejects, and then just scooped them out and just put them in front of a camera. They can't act. All they can do is look very white and very pretty. Right? That's the only thing that they do in Charmed. But it's not as egregious as in Buffy, where they're just scum. I liked Real Housewives of Melbourne, because rich people with Aussie accents swearing at each other is funny. Terrible people, though. Marriage was a legal requirement for becoming a recognised master craftsman. Sounds strange. Did you ever watch the game? I don't know what that means. Was there a Charmed game? Was there a Buffy game? There probably was.
Ah, yes, of course. These obligations seldom reach a small town like ours.
In a way, us middle-class sort of gentry, we have it worse than you peasants, don't we?
I imagine it would apply to me as well if I got far enough. I hope the married life has treated you well. I still have not found anyone.
Aww. Aww, my poor boy.
I fear it's never going to happen.
Really? Not a single person? Maybe Matthew? I'm just gonna throw it out there. We've encountered a couple of same-sex relationships in this. I'll marry you, Edges. Aww. There's a Buffy game I tried to play on Xbox 360, but it got stuck or something. It was funny. Maybe that could be funny. I mean, Buffy, I imagine if I rewatched it now a few years later, I imagine I'd find it more insufferable. Because the dialogue is very Joss Whedon-y, and Joss Whedon dialogue can be very aggravating. Very sort of... they're standing right behind me, aren't they? I guess this is the part where we run. And then they all fucking... Oh, hate it. It sends shivers up my spine. But some of it's fun. Anyway. Honestly, don't even bother. Marriage is not worth it. Not a single person has caught your eye.
Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market selling painted pots. I think about it sometimes. Maybe more than is Christian, but...
Oh, that's nice. Then go with her. If she says yes back, don't do the woodsman from yesterday's stream. Don't follow her with an axe, and then it's all happy. Well, that just happened. Very sort of cringy, Joss Whedon-y dialogue. I liked Firefly at the time. I don't know how well that's aged. I liked Firefly as a kid. I liked Cabin in the Woods when that came out. I don't know how well that's aged either. No idea. But if you're here, who's driving the plane? These are all very good examples. It's not worth the... Oh god, we're bitter. I hated Cabin in the Woods. I quite liked it at the time. The ending ruined everything? Oh, I quite liked the ending. I know a lot of people hate the ending, actually. That's not a minority opinion. A lot of people hate the ending, but I quite like the ending. I liked Cabin in the Woods in general, to be honest. But again, maybe I dislike it. Heard it's good. I only saw the Firefly movie spin-off. Forgot what it's called. Serenity. It was a sequel. It's weird. Serenity's a weird one. Because Firefly got cancelled after one series, even though everybody liked it. Serenity then tried to wrap it up. And it's fine. But I think the show is a bit better. I don't know. I'm not going to recommend anyone goes back and watches, Joss Whedon's back catalogue, but I liked Firefly. Would have been cooler if the cabin part had been longer and we got to see more things. Yes, that's a flaw. I would have liked to see more of those wacky monsters coming out. But that's about it. I think it's a fine movie. I'd say Cabin in the Woods, when I saw it in 2012, I would have rated it about 7.5 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. So I didn't love it, but I liked it. I think Chris Hemsworth's in that, isn't he? And he's good in it, maybe? Anyway. You need to go back to Innsbruck. Give it a good chance. I'd give it 2. Wow. What? Really? Life is too short. Do you think Tyrolean men are better than Bavarians? Ooh, make it weird. Skiffy.
Oh, you seem to feel strongly about this, Andreas. But it sounds foolish. Juvenile, you might say.
Who taught you that word? You know what? You're absolutely right. Maybe, but I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean you can't.
Are you not happy with your life, Andreas?
I'm not, but this isn't about me, it's about you. Kiss him. I don't like beards. I don't like our beard, either. I wouldn't have grown this beard on Andreas if I had had the choice. This all feels like societal pressure. Be a twink again, Andreas. Be a slut twink. It's your destiny.
Well, if I ever get the chance...
Oh, I got an achievement. Matchmaker.
If I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will.
It's a depression beard. I have never, even when I was at my lowest in terms of depression throughout my life, when I was like not eating or anything, I still shaved. I hate beards. I hate them. I think the longest I've ever gone without shaving is 2 weeks. ever. And I can't grow a beard. I have not shaved in 2 days. This is what I have, right? I don't have 5 o'clock shadow or anything. It's nothing. I have no facial hair at all. I can sort of grow a neck beard if I leave it for like 2 weeks, but that's about it. The question is, does Andreas like beards?
There's something to look forward to after all.
Just don't die in a revolution, I guess.
Oh, thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration.
If a single hair crosses my face, it's automatically a depression beard. I really don't like having facial hair. I have considered lasering it all off. I don't know where I'd go. I'd have to look it up. But I have considered. I have considered like getting rid of it all, like lasering it off for like a year. I don't know if that's an option. Just getting rid of it all for a while, like full body, like. Anything below the nose, just gone. Take a pill or something. Actually, I shaved my legs the other day. And I never nick myself while shaving, ever. I never cut myself while shaving. I shave backs of my hands sometimes. I shave face, chest, all that kind of thing. I never cut myself while shaving. Except when I try and shave my legs, because I don't do it very often. And it was blood everywhere. It was horrible. Shaved my legs and there was blood everywhere. So I have ordered some hair removal cream. And I might update people on how that worked. I don't know if that even works or not. But I thought it might be fun to try it. Skin is a big company. You might have one nearby. I've never heard of it. About £400 or £500 to get your beard lasered off. That's a lot of money. But if it lasts forever... Stream hair removal cream. Let us know, asking for a friend. Because I was like, look, I don't have massive legs or anything. I'm quite small. But it's a lot to go over. So I'm like, whatever. I'll just order the cream.
Thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration.
Hair removal cream works best on pubic hair, I find. I'm pretty sure every review was like, please, for the love of God, don't put it near there. Buy the home laser things? My partner has one and swears by it? Oh, that could be interesting. I've never seen one of those. Anyway. Thank you, Andreas. You're a man of inspiration. Now fuck off. A pleasure. Until later, Andres. Hopefully you find a wife or whatever you want. You don't have to get married. I don't intend to get married. Right, where exactly are we going? We were meaning to talk to the Gertners, but we can talk to anyone. We have our lives ahead of us. We can do whatever we like. You want to keep the Venus razors for your leg. I shave everything with like a safety razor from the 50s. Like one of those metal things that you like screw a fucking double-sided blade into. And it works fine. Ooh, a bakery. Did I ever go in here? Great. You know what? Can I find the person's wife that I killed? Better for the environment? That's why I got it. Because I was sick of buying plastic. Where's that boy's wife? You know the boy I killed? Well, not boy. It was Stoltz, wasn't it? Here we go. No, it's not this boy. This is Werner. Where was the boy? Who did I get? It was Lucky Steinhauer, maybe? Slathering Nair over the entirety of your body will do the trick. I think the brand I went with was Veet. Veet? Is that what it's called? Maybe? Just bought a big bottle of that. And honestly, I was thinking, like, maybe I could just buy enough to fill a bath with and just kind of submerge myself in it and then come out pure. Like that emote. Like one of these paintings, the one with no hair. That could be fun. There it is. There's the Steinauer house. Yes, the pure emote. Here we go. Was it you? No. 7 years would... Yeah, here we go. It was Agnes. 7 years have not been kind if you look like that. Come out dead after burning all your skin off. Don't do that. You'll keep your skin off. Oh, no. Hello, Agnes. Andreas. What are you doing here? Are you still mad at me after the whole dead husband thing? Get over it, like. It's been 7 fucking years. Women. Women, am I right? Women. Sorry. Just just wanted to check in, see how you're doing. They're always holding grudges. Nagging and holding grudges. How do you think? I lost my husband because of you. Are you still fucking going on about your husband? Find a new one. There's other villagers. They're all kind of the same. Remain silent. We'll think that, dumb broads. Broads and birds always make me laugh, because I can't imagine anyone actually saying them out loud. It's very funny. Remain silent. Have you checked down the back of the sofa? Well, if you're not going to say it, get out. And don't come back, Andreas Mailer. Leave and never come back. Smeagol is free. Okay, I'm sorry for killing your husband, and sorry for insinuating that you were in any way like Gollum. Goodbye. Just stab her and finishing it off. Doesn't look like she's happy. Just brutal. Get out of my bakery. A broad having the meaning of a piece of meat with a hole in it. Does it? Oh, like a... Oh, is it meant to be like a broadside of a cow or something? Like when it's hanging up? Is that what broad comes from? I have no idea. Nerd. Leave and never come back. Gollum. I love those movies. Go on a rampage, make this game have a total tonal shift. Let's talk to the Gertners. We were on good terms with them. We paid them some money. Oh, you're still alive. Big Jorg! I'm so sorry for accidentally mocking you. Stop stroking my boy. Get the fuck away from him. Don't stroke my boy. Hello, Andreas. We're about to sit down to supper. Do you care to join? I want to walk around a bit more first. We'll talk to somebody. Hello, Peter.
Hello, Andreas.
Hello, Jorg. Can I talk to Big Jorg?
Are you? Hello, Andreas.
Nope. Ursula, can you talk yet? How long till children can walk? Talk, I mean. I think they can walk at like 2 or something. How long till children can learn to talk? Is it like 4? Maybe? 5? I don't know. Could I talk when I went to school? I imagine so. I was 4 when I went to school. I imagine they can talk by that point. I don't think they'd send me to school if I couldn't talk, right? How old are you? Hello. Hello, Ursula. Do you remember me? I killed a guy in the left 17. No. Should I? No. When you were very young, when I was last in testing, and children are famously stupid. Oh, the artist! Andreas, right? Cough! Cough! Oh no, she's Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim. I've always found Tiny Tim really insufferable, except in The Muppets Christmas Carol, a movie I love. That is the only time they've made me feel sorry for Tiny Tim. When Kermit cries over Tiny Tim, oh, it actually made me cry when I saw it. when Kermit comes in and goes like,
Miss Piggy, it's done. I picked out you should have come seen him. I picked out a grave spot right above the church pond where he used to feed the ducks. Oh, we love to feed the ducks. Oh, I know, Kermit.
Oh, I just cried. Sorry, everyone. I don't know why, but the Muppets are the only way I can feel genuine emotion, apparently. Muppets Christmas Carol is one of the best Christmas movies. No cheeses for us nieces. Mum and Dad sometimes talk about you. They said you went away for more training. What is this left? What is this? I don't know what that is. Like the candle, not the rat. Totally well adjusted, for sure. What was that like? Well, while I was in London, I learned a new portrait technique. This child does not give a fuck. No, not about the art, Andres. About your travels. Yeah, alright. I sluttered around some more, but in Britain this time. I went to a place called Newcastle. I tried something called Special Brew and drank a lot of Stella Artois. The Muppets is the only way I can feel genuine human emotion for some reason. And I hear a horde of dogs rushing Dreya's house. Have you ever seen... London has a big bridge growing over its river, but the bridge is so big there are buildings on it. Yeah, then it collapsed into the river, didn't it? What? Really? It doesn't sink. It's very sturdy. I walked across it myself. We'll see how that goes. That sounds like the miracles that Father Thomas talks about. Like the Red Sea splitting. Ooh. It's not a miracle, Ursula. People designed it. Have you heard of atheism? That sounds like a lot of work. I'm glad I'm a farmer instead. Sorry, that is as high as I can go. Cough, cough. Andreas, can I ask you something? Of course. Do you know the stories about Perchta and the Wild Hunt? How long is this going to go on? I've heard of that. Yeah, the Wild Hunt. I've heard of that. It's in some, like, old fantasy books I read. They allude to it. I think the books of Mark Chadbourne go into the Wild Hunt a lot. Yes, I have heard of this. Yes. A little, but I didn't learn about them until I lived here. Stream froze for me for a second twice. It's too high-pitched. It's breaking it. Why? Bad how? Well, my grandpa tells me things about Perchta and the spirits and charms. And the old woman, Ottilia, she talks about them too and says all these words I don't understand. Fuck me. She told me they're part of the old ways or something. So, why do you think they're bad? Well, my dad says I shouldn't listen to any of it. He said it's nonsense and that Father Thomas would be mad. He said I'm going to talk forever. He only tolerates it with old people because they're too stuck in their ways. I don't want any trouble, but Grandpa says if I don't learn the old ways, they'll be forgotten. Oh, fuck me. Why are you asking me? I'm afraid. Yeah, cool. Are they bad? You won't need to worry about it for long, dear. I'm sorry. No. They're not bad, but those stories could get you in trouble. Fuck the church. There's going to be a revolt anyway. Have you heard of Martin Luther? Really? I mean, why not? Oh, fuck. Told an ordinary travel story, but a cultist background. I don't think we have enough. Fuck. Fuck. We couldn't convince a fucking child. She's an idiot. She's a peasant child. She doesn't know what her fucking name is, probably. Do they even name people? I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Until later. Oh, Ursula will remember that. Who the fuck are you? I can't even remember who you are. Cool. Hello, Andreas. Good to see you back in town. Compared to the previous voice, this feels like my normal speaking voice, this one. Hello, Andreas. Hello, Veronica. How have you been? Oh, you know, pulled every which way. Mum's been a care about when I'll give her grandchildren. Well, you're probably like 16. You need to get on that in the middle ages. As if I'm not doing enough work already. You shouldn't rush something like that. That's what I keep saying. The care. Maybe you should talk to her, Andreas. If it comes from someone as successful as you, maybe she'll pay attention. I am clearly strung out and fucked. Anyway, I should get back to work. We're all preparing for the festival. What's going on with that guy on the right? I don't know. I don't know if I want to talk to him. Wasn't he named Old Peter or Ill Peter or something? Ill Peter. Well, you've lived. Hello, ill Peter.
Hey! Oh, it's you! The artist from a few years ago.
Yeah, Andreas.
Oh, I'm surprised you remember me.
Good old COVID, Carol. Is that you foul old Ron? Oh, I need to read. I've been thinking of stuff to read recently. I've fallen out of reading again. I need to start reading more Terry Pratchett again. There's still a lot I haven't read. Anyway, I don't know if I've shown this in a long time. I have, above my monitors right now, it goes monitors in front of me, microphone obviously, camera, then ring light behind the camera, and behind the camera, mounted to the wall, are 8, like, art panels from Terry Pratchett books. I really love Terry Pratchett. But I've only probably read, I'm going to say only, I've probably read about 20 Terry Pratchett books. Has that always been Andreas' voice? This is old man. Hang on. Oh, with the ring light, it's a bit fucky. Hang on, stream will get weird for a second. There we go. That's me without the ring light. There we go. That's a picture taken. that's a picture taken. Does it need to be cropped in any way? No, not really. Let's save that. Put it onto Discord. I'll turn back on my fucking ring light. There we go. And go in here. Put it up into general. The wonders of modern technology. And now if I go into my Discord channel, go over into general, it's right here. Ooh, pretty. And I can go over to desktop. There we go. Oh, you were doing the Southern American character for Andreas? Fuck. God damn it. This is the stuff I have in my thing. I have these up on the wall. I think Emma got them for me. They're kind of nice. I like them. It's like the death of rats and the troll and the dwarf king and the golem from Feet of Clay, I think, and then the turtle and the elephants. It's good stuff. Anyway, let me go back to the game. There we go.
Everyone seems to think my mind is going, but it's sharp as a nail. Endress makes nails, you know. Good man.
The Grim Squeaker. Right.
Are you staying with my family again?
It's like Dibbler would sell, but actually edible. No, I'm staying at the Abbey's.
The Abbey? Wow. That rich Gurnet's probably charging you a king's fortune staying there.
I'm a guest of the Abbey. He hasn't charged me anything, actually.
You just wait. He was kind enough to us too at first.
Why do you hate the Abbot so much?
Everything went to shit after Father Matt Eyes died. That man, God rest his soul, never increased our taxes. He might have asked for a tithe in Heart of Winters, but we were happy to help him then. We would take from the forest as we needed. Brother Florian used to help us in our illnesses. Let us follow in the ways of our forefathers. A true Christian, that old abbot.
And then?
Father Gurnet promised he'd keep everything between the Abbey and us peasants the same. And we were foolish enough to believe him.
Sorry about this.
At first, he refused to allow Florian to come down anymore. Taxes got higher, stopped allowing us to pay in goods and livestock. Now he only takes coin, so we can come by enough of that in a year to pay our rents alone. Bastard doesn't give a damn about us, not how Father Mad Eyes did.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
No, of course you don't. You're one of those fancy big city boys. Not your kind with your fancy hats and your tassels and your furs. I see that muff around your neck. You enjoy that muff? I haven't seen a muff in years. You don't need to see the troubles of us common folk. Why should this new abbot grander than us all?
I should go.
All right.
All right, well, that was unpleasant in every way. Cool. Yeah, let's have some food with them. Let's have some food. Hello again, Andreas. Yes, I will have some food with you. Reminding me of the Rye guy from Return to Zork. I didn't even know there was Zork sequels. Which I know you haven't played yet. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly.
Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes.
They're American now, I've decided, except Clara.
Young boys eat too much goddamn much.
Peter, stop that! Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace?
Fine.
Oh no, the British sexy bread quote. Oh, that's a video up, by the way. If you type !links and go to my YouTube channel, I edited that little breakdown I had on stream yesterday. Put it up on the channel.
Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. We pray again to our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Through Christ our Lord, amen.
Amen!
Amen.
Amen. Amen. I've been showing the video to unwilling friends. Master Andreas, why are we the only ones with bread? Smack. Shut up. Quiet, Casper. Oh, it's like that scene at the start of To Kill a Mockingbird where the guy, I can't remember his name, tries to pay his bill to Atticus Finch with some, like, potatoes and cabbages that he's grown because he doesn't have money because it's the Great Depression. And Atticus is like, shut up and let him do it. When Scout is like, oh, hello. Why are you paying in potatoes? Can't you pay in money? He's like, shut the fuck up. What are you doing? He's humiliated. That's a rough scene. Anyway. Quiet, Casper. The Curtainers can't afford a lot of bread. They're being polite. Shut the fuck up. Andreas, it's so good to have you at your table again. And with another guest. Is this young man your, assistant? You're not a wrong'un, are you? No, I'm not a wrong'un. He is my assistant. Nothing wrong'un-y about it. Casper, yes, he is my apprentice. I can't believe the bread thing was real. I thought I might have dreamt it for a second. That would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Nothing wrong, any. Let's have some cheese. Oh, I like how they've done this, actually. The food is a very important environmental storytelling thing in this game. It kind of shows the sort of class relative to the other characters of all these people, and it's showing how poor they've gotten. It's kind of nice. It's very simple, I know, but I quite like the mealtime stuff. Let's eat some bread. Sure. Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? No, I broke my hand in a wanking accident. Sometimes when the mood strikes.
Wouldn't that be nice, Jorg, if only we had to work when the whim took us? We toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us all while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine.
Yay! Lay off him, Dad. He only just got here.
Bread and soup, very Irish. Do you know what I had for breakfast today? Potato soup in the dark. I sat in the dark at my desk, not really doing anything in particular, eating potato soup, and it was nice, and I had a good time, and I enjoyed myself.
Aye, lay off him, Dad. He only just got here.
Let's eat the cheese. We'll save the stew. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? Oh, the Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid.
That's one way to say it. Been miserable as shit all around. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table.
It's like a fucking dinner scene in the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I hate this.
This whole family's been ill, Andreas, Peter, his father, and Ursula with an ague, and May, well. Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago now.
Oh, no. Oh, don't butt in. Don't be like, oh, well, do you know why? Did you not wash your hands, madam? Don't be that callous. Just go, oh, I'm so sorry. That's all you need to do. Oh.
Thank you, Andreas. It was some time ago, but, well, things linger. Do you have to? Do they have to? Do they have to let it linger? Oh, you know I'm such a fool for you. You got me wrapped around your finger. Do you have to? Do you have to? Do you have to let it linger?
It was monstrous. Monstrous. She sings sometimes, we ignore it. Remains... don't think about it, just keep the conversation going. Also, don't say you're already thinking about it. Please leave me alone. Alright, just for a while. Ooh, inner monologue. Right, if we say the child is with the Lord now, I don't know if that's how it works. I think unbaptized children in old-timey Catholicism might be a bit different now. Why did it do this? Old-timey with Catholicism, I think they went straight to limbo. They went to, like, purgatory or purgatory plus. Like, fucking... I don't think it was great for them, basically. Wish I could clip on mobile. So, remain silent. Just don't bring it up. They think they're in the grey place.
Seems the Lord rarely looks on Tassin any longer.
I'm amazed at your ability to remember the voices, or perhaps on my own to forget them. I'm pretty sure this guy started as British, like, a month ago.
That's why it's hard. Time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table. He's right. Please, can we not talk about this now?
Let's eat the fresh pottage. Potage? Pottage? Potage.
Your kid was married while you were away, Andreas. Oh!
My condolences. No, we're sad, Andreas, today. Really? To who?
To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here?
I don't know, I just thought you hanging around. I don't know why. She's one of the hottest characters. I'm blocking her face. I don't know why. Something about her. I thought you were just visiting. I'm clueless.
Now I'm here for good.
Oh, good for you.
Aye, it's been a couple of springs, but I'm still not used to being married.
Congratulations. I'm genuine. I love Big Jorg. Big Jorg's one of my favorites. I want to marry Florian. Can we find Florian and marry him? I miss his happy little smile.
Aye, thank you, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in a dark season.
With children soon to come, I hope.
Oh, God. My mum said that once to me. Once. My mum, probably about 3 or 4 years after meeting Emma, was like, I wouldn't mind grandchildren. And I went, no, I'm not doing that. No, never again. Oof. Instead, she got 3 whippets.
Ha ha! Heh. What? I don't get it!
I know.
Do you?
Oh, shut up, Ursula.
Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andreas?
Nuremberg is miserable. I'm painting a commission. I've been so busy with Casper's apprenticeship, I never have any time to myself. Farm patrons are fussy. So glad I have older siblings. I have a younger sibling. I don't know if he wants kids either, though. I have one younger sibling. I don't know if any of us are into kids, really. My mum likes kids. I don't know if anyone else in the family actually likes children. What should I do? What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. My mind's gone blank. Don't leave them waiting. I can't think of anything. Nothing but my miserable little problems. Oh, God. They'll think you're rude if you don't say something. Nuremberg is miserable. Oh, they all sound bad, to be honest. None of them sound good. They're all gonna be like, oh, well, we've been toiling in the fucking mud. We're mud farmers. My back's been broken 15 times by big rocks. Fuck, I don't know. This one, Nuremberg is miserable. Ow, pa! Yeah, obviously. I'm not interested in tales of your charm, big city life. Big city boy. Big city boy coming over here, hoping for a Hallmark-style movie to happen where you find love in the peasant folk. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. I've been sick for years. But, Mum, I'm still so hungry. Here, Ursula, you can have mine. It's not fair that nobody... Oh, fuck off, Casper, you prick. Don't mention it. Don't... Oh, you fuck... You're 15 or something. You're 50, you're not 7. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me.
Stop. Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not gonna have people in this town saying that we can't feed our goddamn guests.
Casper, I'm gonna beat you later. I'm gonna take you outside. I'm gonna hit you with a big stick until you pass out.
Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good.
Right, that was the most awkward experience of my life.
Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later.
My apologies, Peter.
It's all right, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again.
Best to open a new page in the old journal, Casper. Oh, I still have my fucking notebook here. Oh, Jesus, I just dropped a pen out of it that I didn't realize was in there. What have I written? Did I write anything new? Oh yeah, I wrote something about Act 2, apparently. There you go, I wrote in the book. What did I even write? I don't even remember. This. We got Lucky killed. I have no idea if he actually did it. The evidence was circumstantial at best. Now we're old and less of a twink, and we have an annoying child in tow. Otto wants to start a peasant uprising. Based Otto. That's apparently what I wrote. I don't remember writing that, but cool, fine. Keeping up to date on the journal. Let's go on. He's just in a bad mood. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be saying for St. John's Eve? I don't know what that is. Excellent notes. The feast and celebration of St. John the Baptist. Oh, I've heard of him. He baptized Jesus, didn't he? I was about to say the baby Jesus. He baptized the adult man Jesus, right? The 30-year-old Jesus, I think. Maybe? I don't really remember. Yeah, I think so, sure. We'll hang around a bit. Good. Hopefully we'll see you later. Until then. Right, so that was nightmarish. Cool. We could go around at night. Go to sleep. Oh yeah, we're staying at the Abbey. Right, Casper. Casper, if you ever do anything that awkward again, I'm drowning you in this puddle. I'm gonna grab you by the back of the neck and drown you in the puddle until the bubbles stop. Do you understand? That was the worst thing that's ever happened. Let's go. Dunno, I've forgotten it all too. I was taught this stuff, I'm sure. in religion class like a couple of times a week. Fuck me. All of these are closed. Let's go up here. That doesn't sound like one of the generic squirts. I don't even remember that code either. Any of these open? Oh yeah, Martin came back. They found Martin. No, nobody's really mentioned what he did. Dig up more graves while everyone's asleep. We're bigger now. We're less twinky. We're more of an otter now, apparently. I think that's the thing. It's like somewhere between a twink and a bear. We're more of an otter now. And with more hair. Drucker House, Central Town. Is anything open? Maybe we'll find some shady witches or something. Just before we go back to the Abbey. Closed, closed, closed. Town Commons, that's all closed. Come on, quickly. Pick up the pace. Where's that grave digging quote? What are they building here? The Rat House. I know what that is because of Kingdom Come Deliverance. A lot of the stuff in this game overlaps in terms of knowledge. I only know what that is because of Kingdom Come. That is like a council house, basically. Like a bailiff lives there. The Stoltz house, the Isenkopf house, and then it's just flowers. Okay, let's go to the Abbey then and go sleep. Let's go sleep. We're having a bad time overall, I would say. It is fascinating that spider monkeys have large ones. I would say, honestly, clits are underrepresented in terms of media. Nobody talks about clits. It's all about the penis. People love the penis. Nobody talks about clits. Oh, it's this woman in the walls again. What was her voice? I have no fucking idea. The sin of Saul. The sin of Saul. Saul was... I don't know who Saul was. Is he the one who got renamed to Paul? The first monarch of Israel. Nope. That's a different one, I think. I know what it is because I've been to Germany. Master, did you hear that? It sounded like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Emily. She's a mystic. She might be having one of her visions. She's locked up in this room with no door. And this, I assume, is the effluent hole. Sister Emily, you alright? The Philistines! This is the end of God! Compline! Compline! Oh, it's this woman in the walls again. Monastic hour corresponding to 8 p.m. One of the little hours of prayer. The monks and nuns retire to their dormitories shortly afterwards. Okay. Sister, is something happening at Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Sister, are you alright? That was a big no. Oh, I'm alright. I just felt... I'm so sorry. My friend, the gardener, was very pleased with himself that he trimmed a client's clematis. Most men can't find it. Oh my god. You're the artist, Andreas. Are you alright? I'm tired. Was I talking? Yeah, you were having a vision. Remember, you mentioned the sin of Saul. What was his sin? Second bad edge of the stream. It's pretty bad. We'll be at 300 curse codes before you know it. So some of them are duplicates. I need to find a way to see a big array of them and delete the dupes. The first monarch, he was divinely rejected from the kingship after disobeying the prophet's instructions. Okay. You were having a vision. You mentioned the sin of Saul, the Philistines, and Compline. Oh, I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Casper to go get him? I'm not going to go get him, but my boy will. If he could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Boy, run. Boy, I can't go that deep. Boy. Yes, Master Andreas. Your son? No. Just a boy I found. My apprentice. No, I have no son. My wife and I've never cummed in her. My apprentice, Casper Ziegler. I don't like Casper very much, so we're not going to say it. I think of him as a son.
He seems eager to please you.
He's enthusiastic, yeah.
I have little knowledge of the workings of masters and apprentices. I spend most of my life in this room. You know, I've never left. They discovered me having a seizure when I was like 12, and now I've just never left this room. It's a pretty horrific life, if you think about it. Religion.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, no.
My world is one of the spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses.
You chose a difficult life. I imagine she didn't have that much of a choice, Andreas.
This cell allows me to contemplate mysteries without the noise of the outside world polluting my thoughts.
You're like Diogenes living in a barrel.
Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I don't have shoes. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God.
Oh, she's a bottom. She's a sub. It all makes sense. Okay.
When my will is his will, he graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. Sexy, sexy visions. Oh, the visions. They make me all a quiver.
To join your will, to be intimate to Jesus, as though he were your wedded husband. Ooh. God is the alpha top. You normies wouldn't get it. ...
Don't make it fucking pervy. That is a bold thing to say, Master Mailer. Thinking of Jesus carnally. Thinking of those rippling twink muscles on the cross. Thinking of his fingers touching you. Thinking of his calloused fingers from his carpentry career roaming their way over your body.
Look at her face. I've only just noticed her face. Oh, Jesus. That might have not have been the great thing to say.
Thinking of the things those hands could do to you. Assembling you, reassembling you like you're an antique cabinet. Where did you hear that?
I read it in a book written by an English mystic. Oh, that must be a quote. Youth pastor voice. You know who else had big dick energy? You know who else was a hot femboy who hung around with 12 close friends? I think Jesus does have big dick energy. I imagine that Jesus was not uncomfortably big, but like sizable. And I imagine even flaccid. I imagine he was like a shower as well. I don't know why. Just gives that energy. I read it in a book written by an English mystic. It helped me improve my English skills while I was abroad.
I'm glad you have an interest in spiritual matters.
He could really nail you. But I sort of imagine Jesus as a... No, I see him as a switch. I see Jesus as a switch. I think he'd do whatever. I think he's versatile.
But these are not words to speak lightly, nor ideas to speak lightly of. We're very stuffy. The revelations we experience can be terrifying to us and those who witness us experiencing them. They are not dreams, but waking visions of the greatest...
Fortnite or drink cola! Yippee!
I think Jesus is a switch.
They are not dreams, but waking visions of the greatest divine sources.
I didn't mean to offend you.
I am not offended. I'm soaked. But it is difficult for us to communicate these experiences through the written word.
Sister, what's that hole in the ground?
It's me shithole. My grave. Oh, it's both, really.
That seems slightly macabre, but I get it. I wouldn't have a problem sleeping next to my grave.
I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites. Before I was enclosed in here. I dig a little bit more of it every day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. I like to pretend to be dead in there sometimes. I'm very bored.
Was a calling to a cloistered life not enough?
No, I thought it might be, but as yourself have learned, the cloistered life is not so cloistered. They're fucking sucking and licking each other constantly. They cannot keep their fucking hands off each other.
Hello, Ringo, welcome. Bad line to come in on. Don't want to be a hassle to anyone. Oh, her calling is digging her own grave. I mean, that's fine. I don't even want a grave. Like, honestly, I genuinely do just want to be dumped in the woods somewhere. Like, that the foxes eat me or something. I don't even see the point in a grave. I wish someone would suck my cloister.
The butting of the temporal world against the spiritual world is like flint against steel.
We look so surprised.
Sparks are inevitable.
We have seen some sexy nuns and priests, so I get it. What's that one show with the sexy priest? Or Emma has told me about it. I haven't watched it, and I don't find the priest sexy, I have to say. But there's a show with a sexy, like a famous sexy priest. What is it? Hang on. Google. Sexy priest show. Fleabag! First thing that comes up. There we go. Fleabag has a hot priest in it, apparently. Yes, Fleabag. Preacher? Is anyone hot in Preacher? Oh, thank you, Kruger's Glove, for the follow. I have not seen Preacher. My dad is really into Preacher. I think it's over now. My father Ted. Love Ardle O'Handlin. I have read a little bit of the Preacher comic because my dad recommended it. My dad was big into the comic in the 90s, and I found it almost insufferably edgy, but I did read some of it. I thought it was kind of funny, but I never watched the show. Anyway.
Sparks are inevitable. Is your calling in question, Andreas?
I read that as queerdom for a second. Both, I think. I think we're fucked. I've lost my love. My love for art, my love for family, my love for anything. Have you tried, what's it called? Citalopram? That's what I forgot to take recently. I saw the show and it was very edgy, stopped watching. That is very much, if you don't, it's a guy called Garth Ennis makes it, or writes the comics. And he is known for two big series. He's known for Preacher and The Boys. Both the edgiest shit you've ever seen in your life. And now they're both TV shows. But, Preacher was okay, Garth Ennis. My love for family, my love for anything. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me. Oh no, the edge. I don't know if you want edges around your anus. The last 7 years have been hard. It was all too much for me.
Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much.
Oh, we're back. You took a fucking while, didn't you, Casper? Casper's... Oh, I might end up drowning Casper by the end of this. On that dinner scene was so uncomfortable that it actually has put me off Casper as a person. Thank you for sending Casper, babes. She asked for you. You alright, Sister Emily?
Yes, Father. I may have had another vision. Andrea said I spoke of the sin of Saul, Philistines, and the compline. What do you think it means, Father?
Andreas, Casper, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Thank you. Yeah, fine, whatever. You're gonna make her dig more of her grave. She seems brainwashed in some way.
God bless you both.
Alright, goodbye, everyone.
Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did that all mean?
I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Emily have a vision, it was before the Baron was murdered. Another murder? Because I'm 90% sure Lucky was not the murderer. It even says in my notes. Hang on, what did my notes say again? My notes said... I have no idea if he actually did it. The evidence was circumstantial at best. Yeah, I doubt he actually did it, to be honest. Maybe it doesn't matter. They were all going to die anyway, they're peasants.
What? Don't you think Sister Emily may be receiving warnings?
Perhaps there's a medical explanation for a condition, a fever, or St. Anthony's fire. I don't know what that is. The only saint fire I know is St. Elmo's fire. That song, you know, I can see the eagles flying higher and higher. That one. We are an occultist. We're like a weird, like, gothy wine slut. St. Elmo's fire is a natural phenomena? What, is it named after something? Has this game about been all sex all day? There's very little about sex in this game, actually. One second. St. Elmo's fire. 1985 movie with 42% Rotten Tomatoes. Also called Witch Fire or Witch's Fire is a weather phenomenon. Oh, it's a thing. Weather phenomenon in which luminous plasma is created by a corona discharge. In an atmospheric mass fire. Okay. St. Elmo's fire. Is there actual pictures of it? Ooh, that's fucking cool. Look how fucking cool that looks. It's like weird balls of lightning then. That's kind of cool. I like that. And it's also, you know, the song. St. Elmo's fire. John Parr, that's it. I can be your man in motion. I'm me a man in there. That is some fucking 80s hair. Higher and higher. Elmo's fire. I actually don't mind this song. It's so fucking cheesy. Yeah, it's from that movie. Looks like the song is... Yes, it is. It's from that movie. It was written for it, I think. Most replayed. Why is this most replayed? Is it horny? Oh, it's just clips from the movie, maybe. God, it's so aggressively 80s. I don't know any of the words in this song. I literally just know... Where the eagles flying higher and higher. That one. 10 out of 10 Pat Sharp's Mullet Man, right? I just know this bit. Eagles flying higher and higher. Anyway, let's go back. Let's go back to the game, please. Let's be culty wine slut about it. Let's say, no, that's too simple an explanation. There are layers to divine messages. No revelation with real power or prophecy could be understood plainly. The meaning must be hidden or implied. Sounds complicated. Why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? Oh, I don't know any of the other words. Come, Casper, let's retire for the evening. Well, that was fine. that was a fun scene. It's been very uncomfortable since we've been back. Oh, we can go into the inn. Anyone in the inn, or are they all asleep? Sounds like everyone's asleep. Okay. Oh, look at the little owls! Sorry, but look at them. Look those little owls. Hang on, I can probably... Yeah, look at that. I can zoom. Look at those little owls. How do you know this specific song from an 80s movie, but not like Whitney Houston or heaps of other songs? I don't know. I can really eagles fly higher and higher. Sorry. Back. There we go. Perfect. They're so fluff. It's kind of how I talk to the guinea pigs. I just pick them up and go, who's Fluff? They're questioning your epistemology in the game. That's rude. Hello, Vimes. And also, I don't know what that word means. 1 second. I'm Googling that word. The theory of knowledge, especially with regard to its methods, validity, and scope. So it's just sort of knowledge, like generic learning, knowledge, philosophy, maybe? I don't know. Epistemology, what's the thing in a thesaurus? Synonyms. There we go. Synonym. Epistemology, not knowing information, knowing about something. There we go. I've learned a word. It means you've epistemol off. Wow, that is bordering on a like a fucking Groucho Marx joke. How you know what you know is what you know and is true. I don't even understand that reference if it is one. Anyway, let's go. Well, I could go up to the mill. Oh, it's Schlau is still alive. Hello, Schlau. Schlau. For some reason, that reminds me, I showed this to Emma and she was fucking stone-faced. And it made me realize we have very different tastes in comedy. There was a movie called Duck Soup from the 30s, which I find fucking hilarious. It's a Marx Brothers movie. And there was a line in it, there's a joke in it where, like, the two of the love Duck Soup? Yes, there's dozens of us. These two characters, I think it's Harpo and Chico Marx, maybe, have like they're like assistants to a president because it's basically sketches. They're now assistants to a president, and a telegram comes for the president, and you know, the telegram comes in and the messenger is like, it's important, it's for the president. The president strides over and takes the telegram. And then suddenly, Harpo Marx, like, grabs the telegram and, like, reads it. Goes, and then throws it on the ground and looks angry and crosses his arms. And the president goes, oh my God, what was in it? How bad is it? And then Chico Marx goes, oh, he gets angry because he can't read. And it made me laugh so hard that I think I nearly wet myself. And Emma was stone-faced beside me. And it made me realise that our senses of humour just do not line up very well. Anyway, that just reminded me of Marx Brothers for some reason. The gift of puns definitely comes from the devil, so that might be appropriate. Oh, the Roman ruins. We could go down there. Is any of this open? I don't think we ever actually went there before. Did we? Roman ruins. Oh, I don't think we did. It's full of graffiti. A lot of Roman ruins are full of graffiti. Like Pompeii. Pompeii's full of fucking disgusting graffiti. Anywhere else we can... No, there's nothing here. Cool. Let's go. Let's go to the church and go to sleep. It's time now. We've had a very awkward dinner. We've petted a cat and we saw a weird, horny vision. That's enough. Oh, it's a little rabbit friend. Wish I had that gif of Elmo with the flames and the Pompeii wanking boy. Yes, the Pompeii wanking boy. Famous Pompeii wanking boy. Okay, we're in the guest house this time. The Abbot house is closed. Let's just go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. It's fine. I think we've done enough today. And we don't even really know what we're doing here yet in Act 2. He died doing what he loved. It's just, I can't really imagine doing that. Like, you see a cloud of ash and rock and flame coming towards your town. And you just go, oh, turns out this is my kink. Like, imminent death. Maybe he was into... I don't know if this would translate, but maybe he was into autoerotic asphyxiation. And he liked being brought to the brink of death. And he was like, well, this is when it's actually going to happen. No kink shaming, please. It's possible. I just can't imagine being able to do it, basically, at that point in time. Let's sleep. We have separate beds. Good. It's getting late. I should get some rest. Casper, that means you sleep too. No, you watch. You watch me sleep. You deserve punishment for whatever the fuck you did at that dinner. How often does the volcano erupt right next to you? Oh, he's a little sleep. We have little sleep hats. Hang on. Look at little sleep hats. Sleep hats. We're wearing more clothes than we were in the day. It's pre-May, I'm assuming that's pronounced. With Pompeii, it would be death by choking. I'm assuming, yeah, the smoke and ash got there first, right? The pyroclastic flow or whatever. Have you ever paid out that last bet? I don't know. I don't think I did. Hang on. Let me go to my stream manager. Manage prediction. Choose outcome. How many correct songs? I think it was 11 to 12, wasn't it? Yeah, it was 11. So, 11 to 25. Complete prediction. No? It was, wasn't it? Maybe. Hang on. Hang on. I'm going back to it then. I'm going into my history. History. Recent history. Oh, this is an indictment of my stream. Half of it is fucking 80 songs or sexy priest show. The Borrowers. Jesus Christ. Manage history, please. Go back. Go back. 50 song music quiz. Here we go. What's my high score on this? 50 song music quiz. My high score was 11 out of 49. 11. 11 to 25. Complete prediction. There you go. Stream's gone shambolic now. There we go. Game. And back over to game. Perfect. I guess we could just go straight back to bed. Nah, probably not a great idea. What are we actually doing here? Did you drop the... Oh, here we go. The plot. We need a MacGuffin. Did you drop this, Casper? No, I don't think so, Master. Pretty sexy Brit. The murder gewart. The verdict? The verdict gewarnt. The verdict gewarnt. Ear verdict gewarnt. You have been warned. Oh, baby. Okay. Thank you, Grenadiers. That script looks beautiful, Master Andreas. Did you write that? Trust the search history. You were warned. Warned? What does that mean? Warned about what? I'm pretty sure we were told to never come back last time we left. When we left, we got a mysterious red letter saying, never come back. So I'm assuming it's related to that. Oh, I thought they caught the murderer. Maybe. Yeah, we definitely caught the murderer, but it's complicated. Like 100% caught the murderer, obviously. I helped, how could we not? Let's go to the library. All right, I trust you. Right, so maybe he did murder him. I think there's like an overlord here. Like there's a murderer and then somebody who wanted the murderers committed, like a conspiracy. Maybe. Right, let's go up to the library. I remember where that is. Hasn't been that long. A Moriarty. Is that what Moriarty's role is? I've never really watched or read any Sherlock Holmes. I watched like one episode of the BBC Sherlock series with, what's his name? Benadryl Wensleydale and then Martin Freeman, and thought it was a little insufferable. And so I never watched any more. And I've never read the books either. Anyway. Hello, Guy. Oh, fucking Guy. I hate Guy. Andreas. Brother Guy, what are you doing out here? Moriarty's the mastermind holding all the strings in England's crime scene in hand, basically. I know that Arthur Conan Doyle hated Sherlock Holmes and hated those stories. And tried to kill him off a couple of times. And public outcry was so big that he brought him back. Hated those stories. Also a plot device to get rid of Sherlock. Yeah. There we go. Brother Guy, what are you doing out here?
Father Gernot has asked me to inform the townsfolk that the shrine is closed.
With everything going on? Why?
Father Abbot has ordered that we bring the hand into the church. The pilgrims are still welcome to come in and visit the relic, but it's off limits to the townfolk.
Why?
The abbot has had enough of the peasants and townsfolk rebelling against the abbey. He is their rightful lord. The abbot has been more than generous, but he will not let this 12 articles drivel pass. The abbot refuses to leave the relics at risk of destruction. The Hand of St. Moritz is the only thing keeping the abbey open.
I really love the Sherlock Holmes. It's so good. You should read it. Maybe I should read it. I've never seen any of the old movies either. I've just never seen anything of Sherlock Holmes, I'm realizing. Oh no, that's not true. You know, embarrassingly, the only Sherlock Holmes things I've watched are the fucking Iron Man boy ones. What's his name? Robert Downey Jr.? Robert Downey Jr., I saw that movie. It's bad. It's not a good movie. I think I might have even enjoyed it at the time. Looking back, it can't be good, right? Watch the ITV Jeremy Brett ones. I've never even heard of that. Anyway, there we go. How long will the shrine stay closed? So it's punishing the town even further. We're a very anti-church in this, and in real life.
This is hardly punishment, Mailer. The townsfolk are in a riotous mood. He would not have the Hand of St. Moritz destroyed.
I went very Irish there at the end. I expected it to be a lot more plodding and old-fashioned, but I was pleasantly surprised. Now I'm a big fan. I find that with a lot of classics. When you read old literature, I find some of it is like that, very plodding, but I find I mainly tend to be surprised by how readable it is. Like, what's the oldest thing I've read? It's either Shakespeare or Miguel de Cervantes. When was Cervantes writing? Hang on. When did Don Quixote come out? Because I'm always fucking bigging that book up. I found that fucking hilarious. I thought it was amazing. Don Quixote. That is not how you spell that word. There we go. 1605. Yeah. So, you know, if you read stuff even back that far, it's surprisingly readable. It's, you know, it doesn't plod along as much as you might expect. Sometimes it does. I've been trying to read a short story by Nikolai Gogol for, like, fucking a week now, and I just can't get into it. But anyway, the abbot is trying to protect the relic. Nothing more. What about... I doubt that's the only thing on his mind.
Will you question the abbot too, Andreas Mailer? Have you forgotten that you were a guest here in Tessing?
Yeah, who cares? I'm not a fucking monk. I can say what I like. It's true. I mean, Sherlock Holmes isn't even that old. It's not. When did Sherlock Holmes was 18... I'm going to say 1850s, maybe? When was Sherlock Holmes? Those stories big. I don't know. But it was sometime around 1880. I was close. I pray the town... this is ridiculous and cruel. There we go. I'm going to say that. 1880 to early 20th. There we go.
I will do my duty and my vows.
Sorry, he's American.
I will do my duty and my vows and my lord command me, Andreas. God bless you.
Right, so he's a prick. We knew that already. So that's fine. Let's go into the church. Oh yeah, it was that's how books used to be published, isn't it? I don't know if there's any novels of Sherlock Holmes or if it's all short stories. But books in general used to be published serially up until into the 20th century, really. They were all serialized. Like, all of Dickens's stuff was serialized chapter by chapter in magazines and newspapers. It's very strange. You don't really get that anymore. That's not really a thing. Early sci-fi used to be done that way a lot, but now I don't know where you'd go for that sort of thing. But like, I remember reading about like riots starting in the street when like new chapters of Dickens books would come in. Stuff like that. There were 3 Holmes novels, is there? I didn't even know there were novels of it. I thought it was all short stories. You know, famous short story writers like Poe or something like that. He never wrote novels, to my knowledge. He might have, actually. Ferenc, you fucking bastard. You. Study in Scarlet, Sign of 4, and Hound of the Baskervilles. I have heard of one of those. You. Miss me?
In truth, it tests my Christian soul to not wish ill upon you every day for what you did to me.
You seem fine. What are you fucking talking about? You weren't convicted. We just unveiled that you were a devil worshipper or something like that. What I did to you?
You eviscerated my reputation to the Archdeacon.
Yeah, we didn't even end up going with you, did we?
After you left Curacao, Father Gurnet moved me from my position and appointed Brother Matthew prior.
Look, it wasn't my intention. I don't really care about you. I'm currently listening to audiobooks in the office during work. Baskerville took me 2 days, I think. I have not listened to an audiobook in ages. I think I've listened to only a couple of audiobooks. I listened to the audiobook of Beowulf. I listened to Beowulf in audiobook form, written by Seamus Heaney, his translation. I listened to the John Dies at the End books, which is a big step down in terms of fucking prestige, on audiobook. That might be it. I don't know if I've listened to any other audiobooks. It might just be like 3 or 4. Because it's 3 I listened to. So yeah, 4 audiobooks. I might listen to more. They're kind of nice. John Dies at the End is a great book. I love the John Dies at the End series. There's a new one. There's a 4th one out. Oh, I love those books so much. But they are very trashy. I'm surprised. I never met anybody else who likes them, actually. I really love those books. I listened to the audiobooks of all 3 of them. I think the first and maybe the third's my favorite, actually. Anyway, I really like it. That wasn't my intention. Will be nice.
Did you ever think of the consequences of your actions will have on others?
Anyone else hearing Kermit? Yes. I don't even think about the consequences my actions will have on myself. The wine slot will come out. I saw the film and liked that too, so I thought I might have a go, and fuck me, are they great. See, I did the opposite, and I wouldn't recommend it. I'd say if you watch the movie and enjoy it, then you'll love the book. I read the book first, and I found the movie kind of disappointing. I don't know, it just felt very... They cut out a lot, right? I found it kind of annoying, but I love the book. I don't even think about the yeah, we'll be wine slot. We want to piss off the church. Book is like the movie, but more and better. That was serialized as well, actually, thinking about it. Talking about serialized stuff. That was written chapter by chapter and released on the internet before it was bound. By, I think he goes by his real name now, but David Wong is what he wrote them under, right? Yeah, I can't remember. He was published on, like, Cracked or something. Anyway, whatever. I don't even think about my actions.
Everything is a joke to you. Life's a joke. You're a woke moralist. So what if the town stonemason lost his life? So what if you ruined my standing in the eyes of the abbot? Did you even care if the right person was condemned for the Baron's murder?
I care about it, but in the same way that, like, you know, if you did, like, an awkward thing in secondary school and you kind of remember it sometimes as you go to sleep and you go, ooh, that's kind of how I feel about it. Of course I do. In that way, though, we'll specify.
I find that hard to believe. I pray that you find God before it is too late.
Okay, well, good talk. Ooh, crunchy footsteps. I appreciate a good crunchy footstep sound effect in games. Silent Hill 3 let me down on that recently. It seemed worse than Silent Hill 2. These are nice, crunchy, varied Foley work right here. I don't even remember. Oh, Rudiger, you're the one who was having sex with with Matthew, right? You were having long sex. Like, so long that we fell asleep waiting for it to end. Andreas. Oh, what's his voice? I don't even remember if I gave him a voice. I don't think he has a voice. I don't know. Who did you kill and good morning? We killed Lucky, and I don't know if that was the right option. I don't even know if you can find out until later. Well, maybe I could have. Anyway. Andreas. He just has a normal voice. Oh, it's wonderful to see you again. How have things been for you in Nuremberg? I've actually been in London recently, like a fancy boy. Nuremberg's the same as it ever was. The same as it ever was. The same as it ever was. Look where my hand was. Well, it's good to see you in any case. Forgive me for asking, but how did you find the music in London? I'll just deepen my voice for him. Lovely. King Henry is an avid supporter of musicians and plays a number of instruments himself. Did he? I know nothing about whoever this Henry is. There's fucking 8 of them, so I don't know which one they're referring to. Oh, interesting. I knew he was a defender of the church, but I did not realize he was a musician as well. I love our music, of course, but I am interested in what is being created across Christendom. Sounds like sacrilege. I suppose you came to pay your respects to Brother Piero. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a wonderful man, and a faithful servant of Christ. He was my friend and a teacher. Well, despite the occasion, it is good to see you again. God bless you, Andreas. We're not asking anybody about the creepy letter. Oh, it's Matthew! Hello, Matthew. God bless you, Andreas. Okay, we don't get to talk to him. Never mind. Let's go to the library, everyone. I need to end the stream, by the way, soon. I can go for a little bit longer. You're still fucking alive? Jesus, are you like 90?
Hello, who is this?
It's Andreas, Brother Adoc. Andreas Mailer?
Oh, Andreas, the fine young artist from Nuremberg.
Not what you flatter me.
Your art flattered my writing. Yours and Brother Piero's both. God rest his soul. It's a blessing to work with talents such as yours and Piero's.
I interrupted them having sex and blackmailed them. Oh, I did not. I just sort of went with it.
And Gabriel and Rupert and Sister Michaela when the nuns helped us with our labours. So many years of toil. They're all gone now. I pray they're all at rest with the Lord. Soon I will be gone. Then Brother Guy, and all that will remain of us are our books.
And then the books will go. The books will turn to dust pretty soon, comparatively. And then
I did become a little bit of a slag.
I became a total slag. Then, the books will crumble to dust. Anything that held them digitally will eventually fail as well. Eventually, everyone that's ever lived will die. Eventually, the sun will burn out. Any ship that we've gotten on to bring us to other planets, they'll all crumble and burn out as well. Everything will be gone. Everything will be gone. And nothing will be capable of remembering us. No matter how famous or meaningful anything we've ever done is. It'll all be gone.
But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas?
So subscribe.
But enough of that. How have you been, Andreas?
Fine. I've been fine. We won't burden him. He's dying anyway. Look at his face.
I'm glad to hear it.
Crime statistics would be great, though, to steal Stuart Lee, Patrick. You seem more at ease when I was last here. You were a little bit insufferable last time, if I'm honest.
Do I? It may be so. It may have worked in the scriptorium beyond the limits of this body. It pained my joints and strained my brotherly love for Guy. The scriptorium took my sight and the use of my hands. But when it closed, it also took the pain from my heart.
Oh, this is very grim. This is a very sad game. I'm sorry for doing to it what I'm doing to it.
The abbot is content to let me serve the Lord through prayer and contemplation.
I thought that was kind of the point of being a monk. Like, you just kind of sit around and pray. There's a lot more work involved. Like, if the abbot wasn't content, what the fuck can he do? Would they kill him?
And so, it also contents me. I'm sorry, Andreas, but I must rest now.
Somebody spanking again. Oh, hello, pig. I didn't realize there was a guinea pig in this room. It slightly frightened me.
It's good to hear your voice at Kearsau again. God bless you.
God bless you, Brother Adoc. Oh. Right, into the scriptorium, everyone. What's this? The scriptorium fell into disrepair quickly after Father Gernot closed the library. I hear squeakers. I hear little rats. Just had my Twitch wrapped and I have a lot of questions for myself. I haven't gotten any. Is that a thing? Hang on. Twitch wrapped. When do you get it? They free room? Yes, they do. There's a guinea pig in this room. She was sleeping over beside the chair and I hadn't spotted her. I typed in witch wrapped. Twitch wrapped. How to get your Twitch 2022 recap. Where to find it. Sent out via email. Oh. Oh, 1 second. I have to turn it on, apparently. Maybe. Open up the Twitch site. I'm doing that now. Click your icon in the top corner and go to account settings. Click your icon in the top corner and go to account settings. You can tell I'm doing this live. Click your icon in the top corner and go to account settings. You can tell I'm doing this live. Click your icon.
Row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a dream.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, merrily, life is but a dream. Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Merrily, merrily, life is but a dream. Man, let's mute that. I don't even see my fucking account settings, by the way. Whatever, I'll do this later. Who cares? Let's go away from that now. That was too silly. Oh, it's you! Zdena! Zdena, the one we had sex with. Hello, Zdena. Oh, Andreas, you're back. Hello, Sister Zdena. You seem surprised to see me. Only surprised at how much you've grown in stature. A master artist now, I see. Just found from my Twitch rep that I'm apparently a mod in 2 channels. News to me. You know, I've grown as well, in a variety of ways. Ooh. Ooh. Does that mean she's become a curvy MILF? Is that what she's implying there? It depends. Is she winking or not? Because is she about to reveal, like, some thick curves there? Shall we finish what we began? It's only been 7 years. Don't be ridiculous, Andreas. I'm not indulging you again. Really? One of my employees just walked in on you singing and backed out of the room. I love how we experienced 2 different things. I didn't have sex with her. Was it that bad? Huh, no, it wasn't. Just let it pass, won't you? You didn't have to endure the tongue wagging Mother Illuminati gave me. Oh, a tongue wagging. It said I was a mod in 5 channels. I swear I'm only a mod in this one. Who else made me a mod? I don't know. I think I'm a mod in, like, 1 channel. I think I'm a mod in Mikey's channel. I think. And I don't think I'm a mod in anyone else's channel. Because the people who know me know that I wouldn't bother doing a thing as a mod. Like, I am so lazy, I would never bother doing anything. So it's pointless. Like, I don't think I've ever used a single mod command in Mikey's chat. Did you get in much trouble? I had to do penance, obviously, and I had to help Sister Gertrude in the garden for a whole month. I have 5k hours watched. That's insane. I was like, thank you for your tireless work. It wasn't horrible. I enjoyed working outside on the nice days. The garden is beautiful. I was young and lonely. You have no idea how boring a convent is for a young woman. They are constantly at it. I imagine they would be. Like, I imagine a nunnery is just constant sex. Constant. I mean, it's very boring in a nunnery, right? They can't have much to do. You'd get bored. They're not connected to anybody else. I'm sure they'd be fucking constantly. To be fair, I wasn't tired of any of the 0 hours in which I was performing mod duties. You have more freedom than I do slaving away from patrons. No, she doesn't. It can't be that bad. You don't listen to Mother Illuminata anyway. I don't listen to her because I never wanted this. I'm not like you, Andreas. I never chose this life. My family couldn't marry me off to anyone of higher rank, so they donated to the Abbey. The amount was substantial enough for the Abbey to take me in as a nun. I was forced to take the habit. I'm so horny. I'm horny. Horny, horny, horny. I loved my life before Kirsau. At least you chose your vocation. I was shoved into mine and forgotten. Oh. I can't let my therapist know my Twitch stats. I'm sorry. No, fuck the other nuns. Are the pigs litter trained? Yes! I would say mostly. I would say 95%. There are the occasional accidents, but I'm assuming Pebble, the one who is sleeping over there, has gone in to go to her litter tray. They have a cage, but their cage has never been closed, really. Except if there's like another dog, like a dog in the house when my parents come visit. But like, the guinea pigs, they go up a ramp into their cage, and then there is a litter tray, a litter tray along the bottom here, along one side, and then there is a food pouch, and a water bottle, and then like a little enclosed bed area for them. So they go to sleep in there and take naps and eat their food, and then come back out. Anyway, I've accepted where I am now. I make the best of it as well. Still, it's a pity we never got to finish that kiss. It was I'm 90% sure I was inside you. I'm sure that was the implication. You were ruffling up that dress, or that nun's habit. I am confident. A food pouch like a muff. I can show what they eat from, actually. Hang on. Guinea pig double hay pouch. Hay pouch. Images. It is very similar to this. Oh, it's exactly this thing, actually. It looks exactly like this. There we go. This thing. So it's a little pouch full of hay, and they just kind of stick their faces into it and eat it. And that's what they eat from. That's cute as fuck. Still, it's a pity we never got to finish that kiss. Go for a kiss. She said no. She said, She said no, but then said it's a pity. She said no. I guess I'll have to leave you wanting. ... I should return to my duties. Thank you for speaking with me, Andreas Mailer. Until later, Zdena. Into the library. The scene of the fuck. Hello, Illuminata. Oh, I remember your voice. It's a pity we didn't finish eating each other's faces. Eating the face off each other. God bless you, notebook. The burned book. Let's go back down. Right now. Come on, down. Move your little feet in the right direction. There we go. Come on. It's okay, you can run in the library. Talk. Take your time, make sure you've looked through your whole collection. Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, I can sense that you haven't looked at every fucking book first, so I'm not going to talk to you.
Cunt. Right, read. Let's read this. A copy of Jacobus de Vorigene's Golden Legend. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints. I don't know the legends of any saints, really, except St. Patrick and St. Bridget. That's it, really. I know St. Bridget. It says come. I know St. Bridget and the whole bath of beer shit and the cloak over the field. And I know St. Patrick and the snakes or whatever. That's about it. St. Nicholas? Yeah, that became Santa, right? But I don't know the actual original story. I have no idea. I barely know any saints. Every good Christian should know the legends of the saints, and the Latin is simple enough that she should be able to read it before long. Okay, maybe that. Oh, Richard de Bury's Philobiblon. It's a text on the collections on preservation on books. Oh, that's kind of cool. A 13th century English priest and later Bishop of Durham. He was one of the first private book collectors. Maybe this is where Illuminata and Cecilia learned all their tricks. It's highlighted as well. Certainly a good book for a printer's daughter. Yeah, but give her something fun. Give her like a cool adventure story or something. I can't think, nothing really, was anything good written yet? Like the earliest I go back is, like I said, Shakespeare and like Miguel de Cervantes. I don't really know anything from this era, like fucking what, 1523 we're in now? I don't know anything that far back, I think. Oh no, when was Shakespeare? When was, like, Macbeth written? Macbeth. 1620. See, I only know, like, 1600s, really. Should be, like, romances and stuff. Nah, but anything, like, cool. Anything cool. Anyway, whatever. Let's, read this. Albertus Magnus de Animalibus is knights or like chivalric tales and stuff like that. The shit that they were mocking in Cervantes. Cool. And St. Patrick legged the snakes out of Ireland yet in this time. I have no idea when St. Patrick lived. Was he even real? St. Patrick. I mean, he wasn't even Irish. I don't know why we care. 5th century. Then yeah, okay. He was 5th century Romano-British Christian missionary and a bishop. Known as the Apostle of Ireland. He is the patron saint of Ireland. The other saints being St. Bridget. And one I have never heard of. That's how fucking... Oh, I've heard the other name. Columba or Columkill. I've heard of Columkill. Aesop. Oh, Aesop's Fable. Oh, it's some old fable-y stuff would be fun, I guess. Aesop's weird fucking fables. He is considered a big old saint. This is St. Patrick, apparently. I doubt that's accurate, but he has a nice beard. Wasn't he like an English colonizer? No, I don't think so. He was Welsh. This is what I was taught in history class, at least. Patrick was Welsh, and he was kidnapped by Irish pirates. And then just hung around Ireland for a while and then later went back, I think. Maybe. I can't really remember. It might be different stories, I don't know. Dating. Life. He was born at the end of Roman rule in England. Not known with any certainty. Some traditions place it in what is now England. And some say South Wales. Okay, I think I was taught Wales. But I don't know. Maybe. Yes, here we go. He was kidnapped by a group of Irish pirates from his family's villa. They took him to Ireland where he was enslaved for 6 years. He writes that the time he spent in captivity was critical to his spiritual development. After 6 years, he got out and then just started like fucking preaching. I think he was a real historical figure, right? I think we have writings of St. Patrick. Anyway, whatever. Let's go away. Yeah, he was a slave for a while. Sorry about that. Welsh. Albert Magnus de Animalibus. I'm assuming this is about animals, maybe? It's Oh, ostensibly a bestiary, but contains so much more knowledge on a variety of topics. Did you know that Leonardo da Vinci wrote a bestiary where he included shit like the cockatrice? Without sourcing at all. Just wrote about shit. I was looking up basilisks recently, because we were playing that Harry Potter shit. And, you know, the historical basis for, not basis, but, you know, the folklore stuff of basilisks and cockatrices and stuff which are related. And Leonardo da Vinci wrote an official encyclopedic bestiary where he listed them as real and said that they like killed things with poison eyes and shit. What the fuck? You could just say any shit back then and it would get published. You could just do whatever you liked. I still like Da Vinci. That could inspire an interest in animals in the natural world. Beautiful illustrations as well. And I think it was Aristotle who insisted that flies only had 4 legs, despite people having... And that was believed for like 200 years, despite people having eyes and access to flies. It's fucking bizarre, the ancient world. Anyway, go down. I need to end soon, but I will just go down and talk to fucking Sister Illuminat or whatever. Go down the stairs, please. Use your little foots and go downstairs. Oh my god. Go down. Ugh, kill me. Go down. There we go. The one fussy control in this game is going downstairs. Hello, Illuminata.
Have you decided on any books?
Yes, just one. Oh, fuck. Oh. Not that one. Who was Parsifal again? Parsifal was Love and Chivalry. So he's the adventure story. Oh, I don't know. Like a cool adventure-y night book might be fun. Or is she like a serious I barely remember this girl, if I'm honest. She was a child, so I blocked out my memory of it. I'm gonna say the cool fucking adventure story. I found this saucy mag tucked away at the back of the shelf. It's monks illustrating shit, so there's gonna be a lot of that. Gonna be a lot of weird boys sucking themselves off. A lot of weird, like, anal trumpet shit. They're all over monk illustrations. According to tradition, Patrick returned to Ireland to convert the pagan Irish to Christianity. The declaration says that he spent many years evangelizing the northern half of Ireland and converted thousands. That's why they like him, I guess. Monks Illustrated, Volume 14. I don't know if there's any hot monks. I saw a lovely Parsifal I'd like to buy.
A romance, Andreas? I'm a bit surprised.
I'm not. I know what that tongue can do.
Yes, well, it's yours if you want it.
It's for Klaus Drucker's daughter, Magdalene.
That's even less appropriate, but not my concern. She'll get fucking notions, she will.
That might be exclusively an Irish thing, actually.
Notions. Getting a bit above yourself there. Getting notions.
Not my concern.
I hope she enjoys it. Is there anything else you need?
What do you know about this demon book?
I don't know anything. This is the first time I've seen it. Where did you find it?
I've seen it on one of the lower shelves. I don't think it's in our catalogue. She's getting posher and posher. It's burned around the edges. Why? How can I find out where it came from or who wrote it?
If it's not in the catalogue, I'm afraid I don't know who you could ask.
What does that mean? Oh, I get it. Hello, Broseph, welcome. I'm ending in like a minute. I love the late Broseph entries. Also, hello, Broseph, just in general.
If it was a recent edition, the only people who would know about it are Cecilia and Matthias.
Right, and I didn't bring any books for summoning. She's gonna hate this. It's nearly 1 a.m. for me. Go to sleep.
A joke, Master Mailer.
Oh, God. I have never typed the words like that. I've never laughed like that, and I've never typed those words or sent them. That it just gives off an ominous energy. This way of laughing via text.
Anyway,
it's a shame we can't figure out who penned this book. The author is the same person who wrote the letters I found while investigating the murder.
the ones in the fine bookend, Brother Adoc told me about them before he went fucking spare. Perhaps he knows something about this book. He's been here longer than any of us.
Why would the person who wrote the letters have scribed a book in our library? Well, that's the question. Whoever did it is the Thread Puller. That's the cool villain name.
Huh?
Oh, sorry, the voices are taking their toll. Someone who was manipulating people at Kirsau and Tassing, pulling at threads to provoke someone into killing the Baron. Yeah, we worked this out, I think. I thought the Tan Stonemason killed the Baron. We never really established that, whether we were right or not. It's in my notes. He did. Sure. But the Baron was lured to the chapter house by someone who knew Kirsau and Tassing's secrets.
Well,
Just in the background.
well, I'm afraid I can't be of any more help to you in determining this book's provenance. However, as it's not in our catalogue and it's already damaged, I doubt Father Abbott would mind if you kept it.
Excellent, thank you. I'm glad someone bothered to save it from the flames. I don't like doing anything before 10 a.m. I usually wake up around 4 and then pass back out around 8 and sleep until 11. Oh my god, a raid! Oh my god. I need to end soon. Thank you, Rosie, for the raid. Can I get a shout out for Rosie, please? Well, I guess I'll go bring back the book, at least. Wait, eat with the Druckers. Who are the Druckers? I can't even remember who the Druckers were. Zdena, you're not interested in fucking us anymore. That's fine. Yes, hello, Raiders. Welcome. You're top of a small pile of people to raid. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Play stream ad for Raiders, please. You know what? I will play the short stream ad, not the 1 minute long one where I just moan into the fucking microphone. I have a small one that's like 20 seconds. Where's that one?
It's your boy,
There we go.
Dreya, coming at you live on Twitch TV. If you like what you see, remember to smash that follow button. You can also subscribe if you like, or use your Twitch Prime subscription to take money out of Daddy Bezos' pockets. I'm on other things too, so always remember, type !links for any more details. Ha! Catch you later, gamers.
There we go. Back in. I guess we're going through the church now, or we can just leave, maybe. That's how I'm coughing. I've been feeling a little sick recently. I think everyone is, but I think I'm coming down with a cold. Yesterday, I sneezed 7 times in a row. I'll be honest, it was fucking amazing. I love sneezing. Oh, I love sneezing so much. Oh, it's so good. Introducing as many people as possible to that quote. Like, I think sneezing is one of life's great pleasures. I love it. But maybe 7 in a row was approaching too much. It's like when you see people who are like, lucky you, Mr. Sneezer. It's like when you see, like, those documentaries that used to air on, like, Channel 5, where it's like, the man who can't stop coming. It's like, I've been coming for every half an hour for the last 10 or so years. I've been coming. And, I mean, you'd think it would be nice, but eventually it becomes a living hell. I'm dry all the time. Can't pack. It's just dry. It's just pain now. The man who couldn't stop coming. This weeknight on 5. Like, I imagine it would get bad after about 7 or 8 sneezes, but I was just at that edge. Sorry. Strange person. I like sneezing's great. Everyone likes sneezing, right? Who are the Druckers again? I can't even remember. And also we should, was it Klaus Drucker? Is that the person? Klaus Drucker? Let's give the book to him then. Basically orgasm disease. No! That is a thing though. I remember reading about that. There is sexual induced sneezing. This is a thing where you sneeze when you become aroused. And I was like, huh. I mean, that would be... Maybe that would combine into something even better? I sneeze when I look at lights. That's called photic sneezing. It was on the same podcast that I heard about that. Photic sneezing is... people have it in different variations and different intensities. But if you're a photic sneezer, yeah, if you look into bright lights or the sun or something, it can induce a sneeze. Which sound... I don't think I'd get anything done. I don't think I would get anything done if I had that. The tissues have a dual purpose. Yeah, it's something about erectile tissue in the nose. Hang on. A friend's mum used to sneeze whenever she had fresh bread. That sounds great. Bread and sneezing. I had an ex who would sneeze when we were spooning if I wiggled myself backwards too suggestively. 1 second. Sexual sneezing. When I get that feeling, I get sexual sneezing. Sorry, it's just a bad joke. Just a bad joke. Not even funny. Sexually induced sneezing, as a Wikipedia page, experiencing sneezing as a result of sexual thoughts